Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the new soundtrack for the upcoming DCS F4E, and Meteor did a fantastic job on that, just like they did for the F14 soundtrack. So let's go check out what we got going on at the hangar. Now, one of the things I did see over at Lone Star, the Flight Museum this morning, was they had a few T6 Texans and a couple of the Stearmans out on the ramp. So might get lucky and hear some big aircraft engines today. So I'll keep my ear out for that one. All right, so we got a late start today because Diesel Thunder Junior number 3 here had a really interesting ROTC event this morning. So we got a late start, but the crew did some really good stuff here. Let's show you. Oh look, the strut is completely removed. So if you guys are curious, this is where the upper half of the strut goes, and you can see where the pivot is on each side, there and there. And that is the entirety of the strut right here in this table, complete with technical order. But what Jack was telling me a second ago is, especially getting to this upper piece, which here's the upper strut here, and you can see the pivots, or one of them anyway. But right here, this rod at the very top, that's this little assembly, and that O-ring is done. That's one of the issues. We did find another seal that actually was had a little tear in it down the middle, and that was one of the ones that sits in between the lower and the upper, and that was allowing the high pressure that's normally in the lower to leak up into the upper. But as I understand it, also we got all the seals. I think there was 2 or 3 left. Those are on the way if they're not already here. So this will be going back together real soon. That means I got a job to do with getting that jammer running, because that'll come in real handy as far as lifting and putting it back in its hole. So that's the big update here. So progress, a lot of progress. Good stuff. All right, so in other Phantom news, if you guys didn't see, I did a community post a couple days ago when Heatblur released the trailer for the F4E release date, which is currently the 21st of May. So I'm going to leave that. If you guys hadn't seen that yet, I'm going to link that down below in the description. That is an awesome trailer. And again, for those of you that, even if you're not into flight simulation, some of these trailers are amazing. It's worth the watch. So go check that out if you haven't already. All right, figure while I'm at this, might as well do a little magnet fishing too. Look at all of that came out of that starter hull. This is that tug where the starter Bendix, I think it's called a sprag clutch, thanks to one of you guys letting me know the right terminology on that. So, good Lord, look at all that. That's been grinding for a little while now. Dang. You. Good God. It just keeps coming. Look at this. I can't, it's hard to believe, but wow. Yeah, it's a little greasy too. It's starting to get smaller. All right, I'm gonna keep plugging away at this. Now, one thing I do plan on doing, and it's kind of hard to see. If I hold the light the right way, you guys see all the teeth there on the flywheel for the engine. One of the things I will be doing is turning this engine over by hand, which is kind of going to be difficult because I can't just simply pull spark plugs and dump all the compression. So I'm gonna have to pull this thing over by hand with compression. But the harmonic balancer on the front end of the crankshaft here does not have a nut that's easily accessible, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge to roll the engine over. Because basically I need to roll it over 360 degrees in order to make sure that when the starter decided to have its incident that it didn't shear off any of the teeth on the flywheel either. So I'm gonna come up with a way of doing that. Alrighty, that's all we got from the hangar this week. Thank you guys for watching, and ooh, I hear a big engine. Hang on. Let's go check this out. Doesn't sound like a radio though.